looking at here, this is essentially what we're going through. So this is basically what Nancy is doing. Am I correct, Nancy? To basically draw everyone in. So this is essentially how she runs her open house to be able to generate these kind of leads. So how about you kind of walk us through this so that way everyone has a better understanding. And if you want me to go and jump and pull something up, you basically just let me know, and you basically walk everyone through this right here, and just let me know if you want me to pull something else up. Sound like a plan?
Yeah, nope. I'm happy to.
Perfect.
So I always start out with the signs are a big deal. So we talked about the signs, and I'm even upgrading my signs after being at the last conference to make them bigger, but 6 signs for every open house. So the coming soon sign goes out in front of the house, the 6. So the signs are up, the social media omnipresence. If you go into the platform, I know under open house, it's going to be under platinum open house or house tour of homes. I've done several different presentations, very in-depth on the social media omnipresence, what those ads look like, what we're saying, and how we're targeting people, because you can do some targeting. So that social media omnipresence, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. I have a lot of Facebook pages. So I have local pages, just like Morgan did. I started doing this years before Morgan in terms of, cluing into the community. We have Main Street pages, we have Deptford pages, whatever's nearby. We're not spamming them so they don't get mad at us, but we're putting those open house images on all social media presence. That's all free. Then, of course, we're doing the paid ads and geo-targeting. A huge deal. And you have to make sure you're spending a little bit of money. I think we spend $50 a week. It's not a lot of money on these ads to make sure we're getting to people. So we're getting those eyeballs. By the way, that's incredibly impressive when you're sitting down to talk to a listing and they're saying, what are you going to do different? And I pull up those ads and show them that 25,000 people saw this particular home if you add in all of the presences that we have everywhere. So I don't just pay attention to Facebook. It's Instagram and LinkedIn. Those are my 3 top, and you need to be doing those, guys. Just take a moment, get them set up, and make sure it's consistent. It's a little bit of a look on each one, but you have to do that. LinkedIn, it's more of a, it's an executive neighborhood. We have full videos, not just a couple of pictures. So we're doing a bit more, and we're highlighting things at a different level. And Facebook is kind of a little more dumbed down for the audience, but it's important to do. So when we're talking about the open house, the other piece of this is I used to do the open house traditionally, like out of agents, go out there. If I'm going to be there, I might as well be there from 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. Why? So, Todd challenged me one day and he goes, well, you need to be there for, an hour. I was like, I can't do that. My sellers aren't going to like it. He's like, do it. Mm-hmm. All right. I came home and said, hey, here's what we're doing. And when I sat down and said to my sellers, listen, now that, because honestly, open houses weren't popular back then. It was a buyer's market, and nobody really wanted to do open houses because buyers were plentiful. So, and nobody was selling listings, the listings weren't moving. So I literally said, we're going to create this auction effect by having it open for an hour. So now if everybody's open from 1 to 4, we're open from 1 to 2. Right? So if you're on a circuit and you're going to go see homes, where are you going to go first? You're going to go to the house that's open from 1 to 2. By the way, there is nothing like having the whole neighborhood go, what the hell is going on over there? It's like a circus or something. There's all these cars, there's people coming and going in a very quiet neighborhood. So you're getting everybody coming at once. It creates that auction effect. They're all seeing the competition. And this is how even in a down market, we were selling houses and no one else was. And it really kind of put us on the map with these open houses. So narrowing it from 1 to 2 was amazing. And by the way, Mr. Seller, we're not going to kick anybody out. If there's still people online at 2 o'clock, we're staying until 3, whatever we need to do. But we're advertising it from 1 to 2. And that was a game changer. I love that. And you start to see the lines. And that was huge for us. And to this day, I go check out the competition's open houses and I see people trickle in and out. I go to our open houses with a baseball cap on because I want to just be a fly on the wall, and I see the lines and we take pictures, and it's an awesome thing to see. So you're going to, in this market where there's less inventory, you're going to have that, but still people are all fighting for those buyers. Narrow the window, make it harder to get to you. And those people that want to work with you are going to get there. Right? So from that, the only thing about the open house to me that was a problem was, so my agents are there, they're taking down the information. My rule is you must call that evening just to, hi, this is Nancy. I met you at 123 Main Street. Do you have any questions about the open house? Do you have any questions about the house? So every agent has to call every lead they came in contact with. A challenge when there's that many. Now we have 2 or 3 agents at an open house, but they weren't always. I get the excuse on Monday morning sales meeting, oh, well, here's the leads. I haven't had a chance to get to them yet. And I'm like going, like, what does that mean? Like, these are people that are viable buyers. How could you not call them back and just ask that simple question? Yes, if someone lingered and said they were interested, a different conversation, but everybody there is a prospect. And we need to follow up with everybody. And that's what makes this successful. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and energy, if that makes sense, right? So we kind of developed something, we started working with QR codes. The pandemic taught us something. People know what QR codes now are. So we started working with QR codes just to get people to register and make sure we had correct information. That was also a game changer.